Welcome to the Raven Space on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is Raven Space Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news every single weekday. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. You are the best Ravens fans in the entire world. Please subscribe to the Raven Space on YouTube for the best Baltimore Ravens content on the internet. Thank you guys so much. Once again, we have some great stories for you guys today. Please, if you want to help us grow, help us out, or if you like the video, please share and like this video. It really does help a whole lot. Now we're going to go to our topics of the day. We're going to talk about Maclin's health. We're going to talk about the Ed Block Courage Award. We're going to talk about the Ravens versus the Colts matchup. And then we got the mailbag question and the comment of the day. And that's how you guys get involved, by dropping your mailbag question and your comments in the just the comment section below. But now let's get to the first topic. And Jeremy Maclin is listed as doubtful and is likely not to suit up versus the Colts. Now, this is bad news, but not terrible news. It's bad news because you never want to be without a receiver, especially a receiver that many of us thought was going to be the Ravens' number one receiver coming into this season. The news is not terrible simply because it's the Colts. If there was ever a game to get healthy, it's this game. Because after this game, I would say the next games are not challenging, but you could lose. You can definitely lose any game in the playoffs. And the Bengals are AFC North rivalry. So again, you could lose that game. They always come play hard, and we have to go to their stadium. So I think this is the game. Maclin, you sit out, you get healthy. I think if you have any people who are doubtful, I think you let them sit out this game because our depth on defense is so great that it's just gonna overrun the Colts. I really do believe that. So let Maclin sit out, let him get healthy, and then next week and then in the playoffs is where we got to really be able to run and go and get up and do our thing because we only get one chance in this NFL. It's not basketball. You can't lose 3 games and still win a championship. You got to win every single game. And so I'm excited to see what happens. But just let Maclin stay out. He'll be okay. Now we're going to go to the next topic. And it talks about Ben Watson winning the Ravens 2017 Ed Block Courage Award. Pretty self-explanatory, but I think it's important because this is something that I've been told again and again. My mom told me this. Everybody told me this. No one has to be nice to you. This is, the world that we live in doesn't work that way. No one has to be nice. No one has to be grateful. No one has to be any of this. No one owes you anything. And so when we find somebody who feels like they owe the world something or feels like they want to help somebody out, we need to celebrate them. Especially if they're in a position where they really don't have to help people out. Even though he's not the best tight end in the world, you have to remember that Ben Watson's a millionaire. Ben Watson can go to a place with other rich people and live his life happily, but he chooses to help people out and to give back. So special shouts to Watson. Thank you so much for your work, and I'm happy that you're a Raven because you're a good guy, and the Ravens need good guys. So thank you so much, and congratulations. Now we're going to go to the third topic of the day. And the Ravens are a 13.5-point favorite versus the Colts. This line is from Vegas. And it is literally the largest spread in the NFL this week. So the Ravens are not only favorites, they're very big favorites to dominate the Colts. And I could tell you guys that and keep on going, but I'm going to try to break down exactly why that is. First things first, the Colts' weaknesses are the Ravens' strengths. So let's say it like this, right? What do the Ravens feast on? Inexperienced quarterbacks. What do the Colts have? Inexperienced quarterbacks. When is the Ravens pass rush the best? Against bad offensive lines. What do the Colts have? A bad offensive line. The strength of the Colts right now is their receivers, T.Y. Hilton. What is the strength of the defense for the Ravens? The defensive backs, right? So the Colts caught a very tough break. And then offensively, the Colts literally have no. They may have one good player, but other than that, there's no game changers they have on defense. Even the Browns, who are right now a very bad team, but their defense is better than the Colts' defense. The reason that the Browns can't win the game is because their quarterback is terrible. So I think that this is going to be a tough game for the Colts, a great game for the Ravens. I wouldn't take that because I don't really know betting that well, but I think that it's justified. The Ravens are a big favorite, and I think they're going to dominate this game. We'll talk more about that on tomorrow's episode. So we're going to go to the mailbag question of the day, and like always, guys, this is sponsored by the Raven Space Patreon. Now, our patrons help this show stay free forever. If you guys want to help us out, help support, please go to our Patreon page and you get some great perks. So the mailbag question is from Anthony Gonzalez, and his question is, how come we don't play Jalen Hill that much? He was a dog in the preseason, but we haven't seen him since. So thank you so much for your question, Anthony. And in my opinion, the reason is that injury that he had, it really knocked him back. And again, he played very well, so I need to see him on the field more. But I think the Ravens are thinking that he's not better than the people in front of him. They feel more comfortable with Ladarius Webb, Maurice Kennedy, Marlon Humphrey, and Brandon Carr. And all of these players have earned it. It's usually like when I see the Ravens, like at running back, for some reason they keep on trying to force running backs in there, and then out of nowhere they get a great running back like Alex Collins. They still keep on trying to force other running backs in there. This is not the case on defense for the cornerback position. Jalen Hill played great, but every single cornerback I named has played well this season. Brandon Carr has struggled against big receivers. I'm not going to lie. Big receivers as in star receivers. Has struggled against star receivers, especially Antonio Brown. Okay, every other game, he's been pretty solid. In the first portion of the year, he was the best cornerback on the field. That's just the truth. He turned plays into interceptions at a higher clip than other corners on the team. So he was one of the best. Then you have, of course, Marlon Humphrey, who's a superstar right now. He has that potential. Not right now. He has a superstar potential right now, and he can make the next leap. You got to keep him in there. Ladarius Webb has played well. He made plays and plays that to be made, so you keep him on the field. And then Kennedy, I thought, played very, very well in his time and is almost a perfect fit in that slot corner because he does have the height that you like from outside corners, but he still managed to have that movement in his hips to stay with the slot receivers. So I think it's going to be hard for anyone at the cornerback position to beat them, and that's why I think Jalen Hill is not there yet. Now we're going to go to the comment of the day, and the comment of the day is not sullied by sponsorship. And the comment comes from Gavin F., and he says, about Boswell getting in over Tucker, Jason's reason was good, but also, let's face it, the Steelers are more popular than the Ravens. I chose this one because, Gavin, you're simply correct. Voting does play a role, and when voting plays a role, the most popular team has a better chance. So it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the Raven Space on YouTube for the best Baltimore Ravens content on the internet. I truly do believe we put out the best Ravens content on the internet. So please subscribe, like, share, comment. Again, do it all and help us out. Tell your friends about the show. Do whatever you want. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And go Ravens.